What up? It's your boy T-Bone on Reaction Days Films Friday. We're going to check out the second half of the Silent Hill Kill Count games from Dead Meat as well too. You know the Kill Count games, they like almost an hour long. I break these in half though as well too, because you know my videos and stuff be more than 30 minutes. So with these, so without further ado, this is going to be a continuation, and then next week I may possibly do the Kill Count reaction for the newer Mummy, possibly the old one too if I have time to do both though. But other than that, without further ado, this is the main course, and this is a finish. This is pretty much a leftover, which is the Silent Hill Kill Count game reaction part 2. Let's get it.
Because I guess that was a dream, or maybe this was a dream. You know, I'm confused. Which was Team Silent's intent? As they like
Let me run it back a little bit. Run back. Where was that?
sing out earlier. Also, I'm sorry, what's going on with the picture here? And projectionist, focus! Focus! We finally get some helpful exposition as Lisa tells us about the town's history. Silent Hill was once a thriving resort town, but found its population dwindling in recent years. That is until a fresh batch of residents came in the form of a mysterious cult. Finally, now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'll shut up.
Wait, no, come back, no!
Yep.
And so we wake up again, because I guess that was a dream, or maybe this was a dream. You know, I'm confused. Which was Team Silent's intent? As they like to skew away from a hand-holding cinematic story, instead forcing the players to gather fragments, which they then try to piece together in their own mind, in the way that dreams resemble a chain of unrelated events. Oh, cool. Yeah, dream stuff fucking sucks.
Hey, that hurts my feelings,
Oh
Rick.
yeah,
Not talking about you, Freddy.
Freddy.
Here he considers the possibility.
I just feel like he's in the bitch, like he, you know, Freddy always say bitch in the Scary Terry parody of Freddy from Rick and Morty.
He's in a car crash-induced coma. Kind of a Jacob's Ladder Life on Mars thing. But last I checked, his name wasn't Sam Tyler. So we head upstairs to a new cat-walkable town and an old dog-chompable death. Well, hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, looks like I've come to kill some things again, including 2 autoerotic asphyxiation-loving rompers and the otherworld version of a groaner called a wormhead, because it, you know, the slightly wormy head. Creative! Inside the town center, we watch an ad for the Missing Daughter Shopping Network, displayed outside a Virgin Megastore lawsuit waiting to happen. While exploring upstairs, we do a little fall on a catwalk, find ourselves facing off with a knockoff graboid called the Twin Feeler. We let it kill us once to see if there's a cool death animation. There is not. So in our sequel, we grab a Lar Grizzly single-shot BMG rifle to make it feel some aftershocks.
Fuck you!
Unfortunately, our little grubbalub lives to fight another day. But to make up for it, we kill 13 monsters, including the otherworld version of the air screamer known as a Night Flutter, not a Night Flutterer, which would make more sense. We return to the hospital to regroup with Lisa. We need to get to Toluca Lake, where Sybil spotted maybe, perhaps, possibly, but not certain a Cheryl. And Lisa says we don't have to buy a house to see it. We can actually take an underground tunnel to get there. In order to do that, we need to get to the waterworks plant near the elementary school. And during my playthrough, I immediately forgot that information and wandered around until the chat reminded me where to go. Which is my reminder that you can actually watch me play all of these games over on the Dead Meat Patreon. That's right, you can join the likes of members Banana Milk 1987, IP Freely, and Froggy Fresh Shitposts. So if you want me to say your ridiculous screen name as well, just head on over there today, because I'll say it a lot. Before we can shimmy through some shit, we have to battle this mini Mothra called a Float Stinger, which is actually the evolved form of the Twin Feeler we fought earlier. Though we are woefully unprepared, we managed to cancel this Venonat evolution and use our Refog hidden move to get back to Silent Hill. We enter the sewer tunnel, where we evict a few Joe's apartment tenants alongside some greeny meanies called Hang Scratchers, and we can scratch them off the list of the living. We spend a good 20 minutes killing over a dozen more of these prepubescent Doc Connors before we're swarmed and murdered. Damn, okay, well, I hope it doesn't send me too far back.
Oh no! No!
Yeah, whatever, it was 20 minutes of James's money anyway.
Damn.
Don't spend it all on one sax.
I don't pay for sex. I have a wife.
Sax. saxophone. Of the several things that haven't aged great about the OG Silent Hill, chief among them is their save system. Thankfully, we could work through our gamer rage by killing 12 poopy, pissy predators as we retread our steps.
You're dead. You're dead.
Hold on. Somebody woke up. Alright, let me make sure I pause it. I'm back. Let's keep going.
Hate you.
We emerge in the resort area of Silent Hill where our hammer sees a sign for its favorite store. We then nab 3 kills before ducking into Annie's bar. Inside, we narrowly save a struggling Dr. Kaufman from becoming a mumbler meal. We know he hasn't seen Cheryl, so we ask about the other girl.
Do you know a girl called Alessa? No.
Oh, okay. Bye? During the struggle, Kaufman dropped his keys and a cryptic receipt that includes a code we casually use on a general store while being attacked by multiple Mr. Peepers. Surprise hug! Inside, we find some FedEx boxes, which was probably more appropriate than using the UPS-y ones.
Lord.
Inside, we learn that Kaufman may be connected to the drug trafficking ring Sybil mentioned earlier. And outside, we kill 2 more rompers. Surprise hug with teeth. With Kaufman's key in hand, we head to Norman's motel. Oh gee, I wonder what Norman owns that motel.
Me! You know, I'm something of a motel owner myself.
Breaking into his room yields the article that was clipped out of the newspaper we found earlier. And also, porn! Damn it, I want to read the porn, not the articles. Whatever. I guess this article details several high-profile deaths connected to the drug called PTV, which is another in-joke as it's named after the band Psychic TV, whose leader, Genesis P-Orridge, also gets a bridge named after him. Too bad they didn't go for the hat trick by naming the diner Throbbing Gristle. Or actually, maybe it's better they didn't. We also find a motorcycle whose engine contains a vial of that mystery liquid from the hospital.
It's not cranberry sauce.
We're interrupted by the arrival of Kaufman, who's none too pleased to see us poking around, grabbing the vial for himself.
I'm back. One man had a little issue. That's all. Anyway, let's keep going.
That's none of your business.
Business?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Business!
Anyway, what was I doing in this town again? Oh, right, looking for my daughter. On our way to the lake, presumably to hook up with Jennifer Parker, the town shifts back into the other world. Hey, we didn't even need to pass out this time. What are the rules of this world? On a rescue boat, Harry reunites with Sybil and, could it be?
Dahlia Gillespie.
Dahlia tells him the cult that's taken over the town intends to sacrifice Cheryl to bring on the apocalypse. They're being helped by a demon in Alessa's body. She needs 2 more marks of Samael around town before the ritual is complete. One location's the nearby lighthouse, and the other at the lakeside amusement park. Sybil offers to head to the park, probably because she's got a $5 off Great America Coke can, leaving Harry free to explore the lighthouse. Let's take the boat! Come on, Harry, just use your hands now. This boat's not gonna go anywhere. Alright, fuck this. On our way to spilling the beans at the lighthouse, we spill the blood of 4 more monsters. We arrive too late thanks to this cool but endless staircase, and find Alessa's already placed the 2nd mark. And that's kind of it. Really, that's literally all there is to do here. Well, at least we can de-wormhead this place a little, teeing off with 2 of them. 4 kills. 4 kills. We reluctantly head back into the sewers where we sanitize 13 more teenage mumbler hang scratchers. Don't forget the Grey Child. They're dead too. We then arrive at the park's carousel. Or is it merry-go-round? It's the same thing. Sybil's taking a little ride, and she's not feeling quite like herself. Uh-oh, Peggy Lou, is that you? Actually, she's been infected by one of those sluggy parasites that were possessing the nurses. And canonically, Sybil does die here, with Harry forced to kill her in self-defense. However, since we picked up that liquid at the hospital earlier, and I had a live stream chat to help me, we're able to cure her with our plastic bottle. Plastic bottle! And this puts an end to the Hell Baby before it can resurrect via a Voorhees cooch. With that threat neutralized, we can confront Alessa, or we would if our pants weren't glowing right now. Ho ho ho, is that a Flauros in your pocket or you just happy to see me? No, it's a Flauros. And do you remember who gave us that Flauros?
Dahlia Gillespie?
Dahlia Gillespie. Sorry. Turns out she's Alessa's mother, having tricked Harry into helping recapture her daughter. And before the Flauros can tell us this wizard lady came from the moon, we pass out and wake up next to Lisa.
God damn it.
She reveals that in our absence, she went down to the basement and discovered a secret about herself. She runs away before revealing exactly what it is, though. So we descend down the elevator to find out ourselves. Only this isn't the Otherworld Hospital. It's a separate location called Nowhere, made up of different parts of all the previously visited areas, which means there's a bunch of new puzzles.
Yay!
But no map to navigate the repetitive halls.
Boo!
Nowhere is by far the most annoying part of the game, as I had to retrace my steps endlessly thanks to every door looking the exact same.
I can imagine some of these games being like that.
And the camera angle swapping all the time, which was Team Silent's intent to keep you disoriented, but I think it's just a dick move. So to sum up, we spend a very long time deciphering what appears to be a Zodiac puzzle before realizing it is not.
Oh, god damn it. Is it the number of legs and arms?
It is! And we once again take out our frustrations on the nearby hospital staff. Goodbye, nurse! Harry finally catches up with Lisa, who begs him to help her.
I'm not the only one who's still walking around. I'm the same as them. I just hadn't noticed it before.
Lisa wants some of that good Harry hugging, but is rejected. And in what is probably the game's most iconic moment, Lisa begins bleeding from her face and eyes as a horrified Harry runs into the hall, screaming, "Big Bird, chase! Big Bird, chase! Big Bird, chase me!" The scene is scored by the eerie Not Tomorrow from composer Akira Yamaoka, who has become the beating musical heart of the franchise, having scored every major installment of the series,
Nice.
as well as Lollipop Chainsaw. Originally brought on to score just
You did a score for the F?
Silent Hill's trailer, Yamaoka's initial approach didn't wow director Toyama, so he explored some sounds not typically used in horror, and in about 30 minutes, created the mandolin track used for that hidden title cinematic. Toyama was so impressed he hired Yamaoka to compose the entire score, and he used his own love for Angelo Badalamente's work on Twin Peaks to further lynchify the game. He eventually became overall sound designer for the game as well, creating every individual sound effect you hear, which actually led him to blur the line between score and sound design, using air vibrations and ambient noises rather than traditional cinematic music in certain scenes. Further complicating things was the lack of memory available on the PS1. They weren't able to include all the sounds and music they wanted at high quality.
じゃあ収められないんであれば多少こうローファイっていうちょっとこう音が荒かったり
The result is unique and off-putting, and sometimes annoying.
The hell is that? Stop!
But hey, at least it's no bloated clown orgy. Can someone get those horny clowns some Gas X? When Harry returns to the room, Lisa has disappeared. All that's left is her diary, which reveals she was the nurse assigned to care for Alessa. There's no respect for people's privacy in horror games, right?
Yep.
Oh, what's this? James's diary. I tried to fire Zorn again today, but I got distracted by my own abs. I mean, they are very nice abs. Her diary describes strange happenings around the hospital, as well as Alessa's wounds, which mysteriously never healed. A videotape found on the second floor gives even more detail.
Her skin is all charred. Even when I change the bandages, the blood and pus just start oozing through. Why? What is keeping that child alive?
As with a lot of the game's story, it's a little ambiguous what's happening to her.
Especially in this shot. Yeah, just, lean into it.
But as confirmed in Silent Hill Origins, Lisa's been dead before this game even started. She was killed when the town underwent its initial transformation, and her soul has been trapped in her 12-hour shift ever since. After some more puzzling and key collecting, we end up in a kitchen where we lock up a fridge with a ring of contract. That's what this is! And if we hadn't locked that shit down, we could have been dragged to our deaths by the returning bloodsucker. Just like Miles Magnus in that episode of Monsters. This has been Zorn's obscure reference of the day. We end up smashing a couple ghost children with a hammer, which confused me thoroughly, since earlier in the game we'd seen these harmless ghost children who would just comically slip and sound like cute little porgs. These ghosty boys and ghouls are called stalkers, and the harmless, cutesy ones are called larval stalkers, who were added to give you a sense of relief that not everything in this world wanted to kill you. And since this is the last time we'll probably be killing any enemies ourselves, let's just take a moment to also remember the background bodies that were silenced in these hills.
What do I look like, a library book
Very
to you?
I sat in honey, and then
Oh my god.
I died.
Captain Sticky Bonds. No,
Mr. Lewis?
I'm just not realizing he's playing Backstreet Boys back everybody in the background. Stupid, yo.
Mr. Randall? Mr. Phillips?
27.
We then return to Alessa's sick room to see ghostly versions of Dahlia, Kaufman, and 2 other doctors discussing Alessa's treatment.
Half the soul is lost. That is why the seed lies dormant.
I'm sorry, is Stefan doing a Godfather impression right now? What is that voice? Anyway, these loose memories help fill out Alessa's backstory. Seems that Dahlia was actually the leader of the town's cult, called the Order. No, not that one. When her daughter was born with supernatural powers, Dahlia took it as a sign that she was meant to give birth to the dark god that they all worship. So she initiated a ritual that would have impregnated her with said god when she was 7 years old. I'm sorry, what? That is fucked up. However, rather than allowing that to happen, Alessa interrupted the cult's ritual and split her soul in half, greatly diminishing her power. As shown in Silent Hill Origins, the process resulted in a fire that burned her entire body. Kaufman agreed to care for her, and as a reward, the cult helped him build up his drug empire.
Oh, okay.
Alessa's been kept drugged up and comatose in the hospital basement for years, but her endless nightmares eventually began to seep into reality, affecting the town and resulting in its current state. In fact, all the monsters in the town are manifestations of Alessa's fears. Groaners represent her fear of large dogs. Rompers are her fear of adults and their overpowering nature. Creepers, twin feelers, and hang scratchers are her fear of insects. The bloodsucker, night flutters, wormhead, and Jim are her fear of worms. The split head is a fear based on a storybook as well as the sound of the school's boiler that it emits. The parasites could represent the Order and their control over the doctors and nurses that watched over her. Okay, wow, that's a lot of lore. So you know what? Let's take a moment to ourselves in this room inspired by Buffalo Bills from Silence of the Lambs. And that's not the only reference to Silence of the Lambs, as the newspapers throughout the town show Bill skins his fifth. So really, this is Silence of the Hills, if you think about it. Harry then heads to the finale, just in time to see Dahlia Gillespie knock Sybil out of the cutscene. Hey lady, the PS1 can't render that many characters. Get out of here!
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Sorry, Mr. Mason. Dahlia then reveals the other half of the story. When Alessa split her soul in two, the other part manifested as a baby called Cheryl. That's right, Harry and his wife Jody adopted Cheryl after finding her on the side of the road, and I guess cutting her finger? That's one sharp baby. Dahlia's kept her daughter in constant pain in order to get her to lure Cheryl back. She eventually conceded, astral projecting herself to cause that car crash. In a tragic twist, it's revealed that Cheryl was gone the moment they entered town, having been remerged with Alessa, just like Jamie Madrox and Siren's baby. Oh man, that comic scarred me. This forms a new being known as the Incubator. Oh yeah, and all those symbols around town? That was actually Alessa attempting to save the town. So I guess it turns out this J-pop demon haver was trying to create a Han Moon over the other world. That is before Harry did a takedown and stopped her from going golden. So, to sum up, Harry's an idiot, and this hella culty helicopter mom is finally gonna get her way.
My daughter will be the mother of God.
But just as the ritual commences, she's shot from off screen. Surprisingly, it's Dr. Kaufman who can hit a shot from 30 feet away rather than right in front of him. And he's pretty pissed about being used by the cult. He produces his vial of mysterious liquid in a plastic bottle. Plastic bottle! You killed our savior!
Oh, Lord.
Which is revealed to be an anti-demon repellent called Aglogophus. Magic stuff. Kaufman then chucks it in dramatic slow motion. That's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, keep going. All right, almost there, and right in the face. Alessa freaks out, as does the soundtrack.
Trying to tune to the station for the composer. We don't know what station it's on.
And the demon called the Incubus emerges from her body and burns Dahlia Gillespie alive. The same fate she'd given her daughter. Yep, looks like it's boss battle time! However, since we didn't realize you could actually move the camera, we just wildly fire into the air and get killed 4 times by 1.21 gigawatts of annoyance. Next time, we accidentally move the camera, which allows us to shoot its Bamfo titties enough times for it to transform back into Cherylessa, who then splits her soul again, giving Harry a replacement baby made of their energy. Oh, Harry, say goodbye to all those naps you've been having this whole game, buddy. Harry and Sybil escape together, but before Kaufman can join them, he's dragged back to his death by the ghost of Lisa, who's climbed out of one of the Spot's portals, I guess. And honestly, he deserves it too. Origins revealed that Kaufman got her addicted to PTV, which he abused so she would keep taking care of Alessa.
Also, he blackmailed her into having sex with him.
He's a dick. Harry and Sybil escape, having had enough of this world and its people's mindless games. So now the only thing to do is pardon the incubator and incubus while they burst into flames. The game ends as our protagonists run back into the fog. But of course, there are actually 5 different endings to this game, with this being considered the good plus ending. The good ending is the canon one where Sybil dies and Harry runs off with his incubaby alone. The bad plus ending happens if you skip the Kaufman side quest and keep Sybil alive, resulting in you fighting the incubator and thus basically killing your daughter, but getting saved and slapped by Sybil. And the bad ending happens if Sybil dies as well as Kaufman, resulting in you killing the incubator, who thanks you in Cheryl's voice.
Thank you, Daddy.
That doesn't seem so bad, until it's revealed that this actually was a Jacob's Ladder scenario, and Harry had died in the car crash. Oh, and of course there's also the infamous UFO ending, which sees Harry being abducted by aliens, possibly from Mars, complete with a Star Wars-inspired text crawl. It's truly a testament to the fun Team Silent had making the game, and the trust Konami gave them to create whatever they wanted.
合宿みたいでちょっと楽しいかなと思ってたりするところもなくもなかった。
今のゲーム作りも楽しいですけど、あんなにしんどかった昔の方がなぜか思い出補完だと思うんですけど楽しかったですよね。
And it's this sense of play that I admire so much, which is further expressed in outtake end credits that have the characters mugging at the camera. Oh, Harry.
Really?
How many enemies decided to die on this Silent Hill? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
Here we go.
Radio. Okay, that means there's an enemy nearby. I gotta protect myself.
I like the cards you're hanging
Machete,
there.
yes! Yes, there is. There's a machete. It's right there. Yes, there. Just tell me what I'm looking at.
Lord.
Peering through the fog, we were able to count 218 kills during our playthrough.
Jesus.
Breaking that down further, there were 44 humans, 145 monsters, 2 animals, and 27 background bodies of unknown monster or human origin. As for gender, there were 7 males, 35 females, and 176 unknown because I refused to lift up a wormhead's skirt. Respect. That gives us a very monstrous pie that they'd be proud to serve at the 5 to 2 cafe. So, how did our playthrough compare to others? Well, if you actually used the dodge controls I forgot were a thing, and avoided killing anything you didn't have to, the lowest kills you could get would be 40, which basically boils down to background bodies, bosses, and cutscene deaths. As for the highest kills, well, that would be infinite, since if you play the game on hard mode, the enemies will respawn, meaning you could spend the rest of your life killing mumblers on Matheson Street until the world becomes the one written of in I Am Legend, which definitely puts us on the lower end of this graph. Yikes. As for player deaths, we died 16 times, and with a playthrough time of 11 hours and 12 minutes, that gave us a player death on average every 42 minutes and a kill on average every 3.1 minutes. God, I had to recount those bodies so many fucking times. Wait, edit that out. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to the wormhead we knocked out of the air. We killed many naked puppies along the way, but it felt good to cancel this poochie for good. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to the roaches we squished in the dark. We couldn't see anything, and honestly we could have just turned on the light to have them scatter away. And finally, the royal reload for best player death goes to getting eaten by the splithead the first time. It's probably the most horrifying if you really think about it, being enveloped and suckled on by a colossal lizard mouth. It's just not my thing. Maybe it's Godzilla's wife's thing. not mine. And that's it. Silent Hill was released in 1999 and is set to get the remake treatment by Bloober Team in the near future. Will it improve on the mapless halls of nowhere? I fucking hope so. Next month, we'll be moving to Sunday releases with one of my favorite games of the year, The Happy Hills Homicides. But until then, I'm a man who once threw an NES out of a moving car for funsies, and this has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
Have you ever wanted to witness ancient history? To peer through the veil of time itself? Join us as we journey back to
Ancient Egypt.
Hey, let me finish. To 1932 with The Mummy by Universal Pictures. Witness the classic tale
of love and crime and death.
And the granddaddy of all movie mummies.
Never saw a mummy like that.
An archaeological dig unearths a scroll with the power to raise the dead. It ends up resurrecting the ancient Egyptian priest, Imhotep.
He went for a little walk.
He devotes his new life to reuniting with his long-lost love by any means necessary.
He's going to kill her and make her a living mummy like himself.
The Mummy is an old movie, nearly 100 years old, and it feels as dusty as an old sarcophagus. But it's also a classic and a part of horror history. And besides, without it, we'd never get to see Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz go on sexy desert adventures. So this week, unravel the secrets of the Mummy.
Good heavens, what a terrible curse.
Well, let's see what's inside.
Then on Friday, return to the land of the living for the Kill Count, only on Dead Meat.
I have never felt so alive before.
The Mummy can currently be watched on the pictured streaming platforms. Dead Meat always recommends you watch the movie for yourself before its kill count. It's the only way to have your own properly informed opinion. Kill counts are never meant to replace the experience of watching a film.
We're back! We're back! Right. We're finally back. So people are wondering where the video game kill counts are. They're here. They're right here. They're right now. This is a seasonal format. We are setting this up so that we get a little break to catch up because, you know, each game is like 15 hours of footage that we have to go through, much longer than a 2-hour movie. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I'm actually playing all of these games over on the Dead Meat Patreon on the $5 tier. You can watch me play all of these games, or you can just pay that right now and for the month, watch all the previous ones that I played. I've already played. I mean, those are all spoilers for what's potentially coming in Season 2. Also, we did play one of the games that we will be kill counting this season over on Dead Meat Presents. Yes, there's still things happening on that channel. Mainly gaming live streams. So yeah, every Thursday I'm going to be playing games over on Dead Meat Presents. And unlike James, I don't have any patrons to thank, but I do have the real hero to thank. Plastic Ball!
Alright, cool.
I dropped it. You didn't actually.
Alright, so there you have it though. The kill count for kill count for a Silent Hill game, for Kill Count game as well too. We're not do these because you know that wise get long drawn out. But other than that, hopefully he does more Combat 11 soon, and possibly more Combat 1. Who knows? But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird, signing off. More love.